From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 for Thursday, November 10th. It is the best weather day of the week today. Lots of sunshine and warm. Highs get into the low 70s before big changes come in for your Friday. Big cool down. Some of the coldest air of the season is headed our way. Republicans are inching closer to a narrow House majority while results still trickle in for races that could decide who controls the Senate. Starting with the Senate races, the balance of power will be decided by Nevada, Arizona, and Georgia. Right now, Democrats hold 48 seats to the Republicans' 49. Democrat Mark Kelly leads the Arizona race with 70% of the votes tallied. For the second time in 2 years, the Senate majority could come down to the Georgia runoff. Voters there will decide between Democrat Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker, since neither earned enough votes to win outright. In the House, Republicans have secured 209 seats, up 5 from earlier this morning. Republicans need 218 seats to take control. Control of Congress will be a key factor in determining the future of President Biden's agenda. Republicans say they'll launch investigations into Biden's administration and family if they win control of the House or Senate. And the president says the midterms are a sign that U.S. democracy is intact. During a news conference yesterday, he brushed off the concerns that Republicans say that they'll investigate him and his administration. Biden said he is willing to work with Republicans on his agenda. He says he's going to discuss the midterm results with his family over the holidays and see if they persuade him to run for re-election. Another election headline, women will lead more states than ever in 2023. 12 states will have female governors. Governors in Alabama, Iowa, Kansas, Maine, Michigan, New Mexico, New York, and South Dakota won re-election. Arkansas and Massachusetts elected female governors to their first terms. Arizona and Oregon will also have female governors. Both races are still undecided, but all of the candidates are women. Indianapolis police say a man is in critical condition after being shot while walking home from a liquor store. It happened just after 1 this morning on Beckwith Drive near 25th and Hillside in the Martindale-Brightwood neighborhood. Police at the scene told our crew someone shot the man in the shoulder once and then multiple times in the leg. IMPD hasn't released any other information about the victim or a potential suspect. Investigators are renewing their plea for information in the murder of 10-year-old Deshaun Swanson. The case remains cold more than 7 years later. Swanson died in a drive-by shooting after a memorial service in the Butler-Tarkington neighborhood. Investigators think the shooter meant to kill someone else. The lead detective on the case is undercover right now and tells News 8 investigators may have a lead but need more people to come forward. The FBI joined the case in 2020 and is offering a reward of up to $25,000 for information leading to an arrest. Local pastor and Indy 10 Point Coalition President Reverend Charles Harrison says the community will protect any witness who comes forward or any person who might know some information. From iTeam 8, the child pornography trial of Kagan Klein will wait. Online court records show a judge in Miami County approved a delay. It is now set for May. Klein's attorney filed the request Tuesday. Klein faces 25 charges related to child pornography. Investigators say he used a fake social media profile to get sexual pictures and videos of underage girls. State police have linked the profile to the Delphi murders. Klein has not been charged in that case. Lawyers for the Indianapolis doctor who performed an abortion on a 10-year-old from Ohio want to block Attorney General Todd Rokita from getting patient medical records. They filed an emergency motion yesterday. It's a follow-up to a lawsuit filed against Rokita last week. The new filing asks the court to grant relief from improper investigations initiated by Rokita, including subpoenas served for patient records. It cites potential harm to patients should the records be released. The Attorney General's office responded saying, patient privacy is the foundation of medical ethics, and although the doctor's newfound concern for her patient's privacy is appreciated, albeit ironic, we will proceed to seek the truth no matter the attempts to push her narrative. The American College of Emergency Pediatrics is sounding the alarm on what it calls a crisis surrounding patient boarding and emergency rooms. This week, the agency and several others sent a letter to the White House asking for help. According to the letter, emergency departments are gridlocked and overwhelmed with patients. Wish TV medical expert and former Surgeon General Dr. Jerome Adams says it's a multifaceted problem. He says Indianapolis emergency departments are doing a good job of working with one another and diverting patients to other hospitals. He says the problem is mostly being seen in the suburbs and rural communities where hospitals are smaller and more likely to get overwhelmed. Elon Musk is telling companies his Twitter takeover will not harm brands, but that some dumb things may happen along the way. It comes after Twitter began adding gray labels to prominent accounts yesterday, like Coca-Cola, Nike, and Apple. Then a few hours later, the labels started to disappear. Musk told advertisers in an hour-long live Twitter broadcast that the label system was just another way of creating a two-class system and didn't address the core problem. Musk said he wants to create a better, safer user experience and is still planning a content moderation council within the next few months. A federal grand jury has indicted the man accused of attacking Paul Pelosi, the husband of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. David DePape now faces both federal and state charges. The federal charges include attempted kidnapping and the assault of an immediate family member of a federal official. He's facing state charges of attempted murder, burglary, and elder abuse. DePape has pleaded not guilty to those charges. Nancy Pelosi says her husband is making progress and should make a full recovery. The TSA is crying foul after a gun was found hidden inside a raw chicken. The agency said someone tried to stuff the firearm in the bird and take it through security at the Fort Lauderdale airport. Officials posted pictures of the incident on social media. TSA says that this serves as a reminder to check the rules before flying so you know what not to bring. Two business headlines. The U.S. Consumer Price Index released this morning showed a 7.7% inflation over the past 12 months, meaning price increases moderated in the United States last month, and the latest sign that the inflation pressures that have gripped the nation might be easing as the economy slows and consumers grow more cautious. The year-over-year increase, a slowdown from 8.2% in September, was the smallest rise since January. From September to October, the prices of clothing, used cars, and medical care all fell. Food price increases slowed. By contrast, energy prices rebound last month after having declined in August and September. Seasonal hiring is expected to plunge by nearly 40% this holiday season as retail, warehouse, and transportation companies dramatically cut back. Challenger, Gray, and Christmas says that the three key sectors plan to add 592,400 seasonal employees, a whopping 37% drop from hires announced last year. They say some companies may be reluctant to hire due to economic uncertainty. Hurricane Nicole making landfall in Florida is endangering the orange crop. The orange crop was already expected to be the smallest in nearly 80 years thanks to Hurricane Ian. Lower orange crops could drive up the price of the fruit. Bitcoin falls to its lowest level in nearly 2 years. Cryptocurrencies fell as a popular crypto exchange, FTX, may collapse. And finally, the One Poll in Club Wyndham survey that was released recently found that although people's vacations typically last a week, the average person doesn't start to relax until 3 days into their trip. On the plus side, a vacation may do wonders since 75% feel like themselves after a trip, and a similar percentage believe traveling is good for their mental health. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway. Online at wishtv.com and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand for even more on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.